Let's head back upstairs to Stu and the crew in Sky Fox flying over that area in Pico Rivera. Down trees there, Stu. What else is going on?
Maria got down trees out here. That possible tornadic event definitely came ripping through this Pico Rivera area. Now we're taking a look at that Glen Canyon. This is the street that took the hardest hit. That tree right there, we just kind of did a little bit of that high-tech stuff up here in Sky Fox, and that's a 50-footer. Went across the street and actually took out the house across the way. Now that the sun is up, we actually can kind of see that there's gazebos tossed around in a lot of these backyards as well. All the neighbors are out walking around right now, making sure that everybody's okay and surveying all the damage. There's actually a roof that was actually lifted off also in this area that's going to be right over here. Sky Fox just kind of doing these orbits, so we're just kind of looking around. Now, the Public Works out here in Pico Rivera, they got out here very quickly, and they brought out the heavy machinery. They've been out here trying to remove a lot of these big trees, and these are very big and mature trees. These aren't these little wispy trees that we see in a lot of the places in the valley. Look at the size of that one right there. That's that rooftop that we were talking about. We were looking at this a little bit earlier on. That probably was ripped up from that wind event as well. Some of those vents knocked down. So this was pretty intense, and it was very localized, and I think that's the reason why they think this is going to be a tornadic event. Now, of course, the National Weather Service, they're the ones that are going to come out and take a look at it. There's a little bit of damage on the one street over to the other side. That's going to be Underwood. There was a tree right there, but the Public Works had already picked it up. But sad to say, there was an SUV under it. You can see some of that damage. So this is all still going on out here in Pico Rivera. Now, I was listening to Gigi and Tony. They're down there on the ground. There's still a lot of water in the roadway, and that is because when those trees came up, they actually started damaging some of those water mains in the area, so they had to shut off the water. These folks in a lot of these homes are going to be having some cleanup and some problems for a little while out here. Thank goodness nobody was injured. There's some more of those gazebos that we were talking about, lifted up, tossed around. So it isn't just the trees that came down. There's also some structure damage out here as well. But thank goodness, no injuries. Sending it back to y'all in the studio.
That's a lot of damage in a very small area. So yeah, you can see why they're looking into possible tornadic activity in that neighborhood. All right, thank you, Stu, for that overhead shot.